Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. So today is going to be a little rewind, a little re-tutorial, or it could be a tutorial for all of you who are new to the channel. So I had a subscriber reach out to me and they asked me, oh my God, her email was so cute. And she was like, girl, could you do another DTF video? Because I got it kind of, sort of, but I'm just struggling a little bit. And I just need a slow version of it, if you would be so kind. And of course I would be so kind because that's what I do. So today I'm going to show you guys how to use DTF, and this is going to be the DTF hack at home using your printer that you have. We're going to get into everything, all of the things you will need to do this project, how to do it. I'm going to give you a real slow down version of it, and hopefully you'll be able to get it. So with that being said, I'm going to show you how to do the DTF hack for beginners, and all you got to do is stick around. Okay, so let's get into everything that we're going to be using today that's on the table. Now, this is the, let me talk a little slower so we don't miss anything. This is the DTF hack using sublimation printer. Now, this is my converted sublimation printer. It's the Epson Ecotank, the 2800 series. I converted this to a sublimation printer by putting sublimation ink in the tanks instead of the ink that came with it. If I just left it the way it was intended, then this would just be a plain old inkjet printer, and you could still use it for this hack. But because this is sublimation, this is going to be the sublimation version of the DTF hack. Now, my subscriber didn't tell me which printer she had or she was struggling with, so I just go ahead and just pull this one out. So here's everything you're going to be using for this. We're using for this project. This is the DTF film, and this is the Kaola brand DTF film. Now, DTF film is a really thin, transparent film. Once it goes in, your image is going to print on it. It's going to be wet when it comes out, and that's what you're going to put the powder on. And then, of course, we have our DTF powder. Same thing. So this is a little kit. You got the Kaola brand powder and the Kaola brand film. And, of course, your printer. Now, I'm going to show you guys the image that we're going to be using. And one of the main questions I get when it comes to doing a DTF hack is, how do you get the white to print? I see white in your image. You will not get white to print, y'all. So again, white will not print when you're using the hack because there is no white tank. There is no white ink. White is not a color in here, so you won't be able to print white if it's within your image. The only way you're going to go around that and get the cheat code is if you use a white t-shirt, a white garment, white fabric. You got to use a white fabric because then you're cheating it, and your white in your actual image, if it has white in it, will show on your actual garment. So that's the only way you're going to be able to do it, if you have white within your image. And if it's a bright white, any form of white, you're going to have to use a white shirt. So that's why I'm using a white shirt, just to show you that white does not print here. You're going to have to cheat the system and use a white shirt. So I already printed out the image. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I'm just going to flip this out. I already have my paper in a little container here. We're going to move the printer down here. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to show you guys the image that we're going to be using. And also, of course, you need a little scooper to be able to put your image, to put the powder on your image. So here's the image I'm choosing for us. It doesn't look like much now, but once we go ahead and press it and cure it, it's going to look great. So this is the image. This is what it looks like when it comes out of your printer. And I printed this using Word because I wanted to use maximum amount of space on my film. You guys already know if you're going to print using your machine, you're going to be limited because of the registration marks. So if you don't know how to print using Word, I'm going to link it. I have a video on that, on how to print using Word. I'm going to link it, try to link it somewhere in here so you can refer back to that video to show how you actually print using Word. So you could take a maximum amount of space on your image. So let's go ahead and we're just going to now, this is the wet side. I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to put all of the powder on our image, and we're just going to make sure we get it completely covered. Remember, you want your entire image to be covered. Now, I just smudged it. Let's see, did I mess it up? I did mess it up. So remember, this image is wet, y'all, right? So I smudged it right here. Can you see that? I smudged it right here. I'm going to pause this right here. I'm going to print another one out, and then we're going to pick up right where I left off. There you go. There's a lesson. Make sure you don't touch anything on this side because it's really wet and you don't want to smudge it. Because once I pressed this on my shirt, y'all see that smudge right there? That smudge is going to absolutely show up on it. So this is why I really like real-time videos, because I really like you guys get to see stuff, you know, mistakes and everything in advance. So pause. Don't go nowhere. We're going to come back with a fresh new image. Okay, so we back where we left off. You're going to make sure you brand new print. You're going to print this in photo glossy paper. So your paper should be photo glossy and your quality should be high. So make sure you use the preferences in your printer. Now let's go ahead and just cover this up with our powder. Remember, you want as much coverage as possible. So we want to make sure we cover every single portion of this image. And I don't want to get to do what I just did before and touch it and then get a smudge, and then we'll be here all day. All right, so we're just going to keep, just cover it. And you could just keep checking it to see if the coverage is good for you. You just want to make sure that all of it is covered. All of it is covered, but you can never be too sure. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead, cover it some more. And then we're going to go ahead and cure it. There are 4 steps to doing a DTF hack. And I'm going to give y'all the steps right now after we cover this completely. All right. 4 steps to it. The first step is going to be printing your image. The second step is going to be covering it with your powder. The third step is going to be to cure it, which means we're going to melt all of that powder into our image. And then the fourth step is going to be printing. Y'all got that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4 steps to the DTF hack at home on your printer. This looks good. I'm gonna give it one more go around, only because I don't know. I just want to make sure. And again, make sure you don't touch it because the image is going to be wet. Now we're going to go ahead and cure this. Now they make curing ovens now, y'all, where you just would stick this image in as a machine. Everything's a machine. A machine that you will stick it in and it'll cure it. The same thing that we're going to do, but we're going to do it with the heat press. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how to do that. We're going to cure this at 284 for 100 seconds. And again, curing is going to make sure that we melt all of this powder into our image before we press it. Simple, right? I hope y'all got that. I tried to slow it down as easy as possible. That's it. We're going to go ahead and cure it. We'll put it in the heat press. 100 seconds, 284 degrees. And then we're going to go ahead and print it. We're going to be printing it. And that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Didn't make it too. I hope I made it as simple as possible. DTF hack at home for beginners. I really like it. Again, only way you're going to circumvent and get around that white that's in your image is if you use a white garment. Make sense? All right, let's go ahead and cue this, y'all. And let's see what the end result is. I like it so far. Let's go. Okay, y'all. So I ran into a little snafu. Originally, I was going to use my swing press to cure this because it could give me a nice little hover. But of course, when I went to turn it on, child, Betsy went to the heat press. Heavens in the sky. She don't work, so I have to go ahead and use my auto press. Now, the thing with this is I can't press the start button because it'll slam on the print, and that's not what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shove her in there. And then I'm going to set my alarm for 100 seconds. And that's how I'll count it down. So with my stopwatch, I'm going to go ahead and go start. And I'll let this go for 100 seconds. And that's when I'll know it's good. We'll be back. It's always something, child. Always something. I don't know. But where there's a will, there's a way. So let's go. We're going ahead. We're curing this for 100 seconds. This is at 285, even though it said 284, but this does it. This goes in 5-second increments. So it's at 285 for 100 seconds. We'll be back, y'all.